Oh, that's what I had to do, man. I had to hit a button. What's up, YouTube, man? I'm just chilling, trying to see who's up, if anybody's gonna come on. Um, I don't know if you guys can hear me good or not. Oh, I'm starting to hear myself. Yeah, no, don't call my voice now, man. So what's up, everybody? I can't see the chat just yet, but if you're in here, so what's hello. Up, everybody? I can't see the chat just yet. All right. I'm gonna give everybody a chance to like get around and stuff. So what's going on with everybody? How is everybody's holiday weekend, man? Damn, I hear that. My holiday weekend's been pretty good. Lately, I've been working a lot, man. I had to pick up some crazy jobs, man, because of the coronavirus issues and stuff like that. It's just been sucky. But I know it's a little bit late. Hopefully I'll get some people to join in. Hey King Jellybean, hey Mad Kiwi, what's going on? How you guys doing tonight? I'm doing pretty good here, just sitting around messing with some music. Thought I would come on here and chat to see what was going on. Ooh, so what you guys been up to, man? What's new, King Jellybean? What's new, Mad Kiwi? Ooh, I like that. That'd be nice for some bass. So I've been doing a lot of different work, like I said. Trying to get some new music out. I haven't been able to get as much out as I usually do. Hey, Gatani, how you doing tonight? Been a while. I'm just relaxing and thought I would come live, see what all was going on, see who might be around, see if anybody was gonna jump up. I'm just throwing out a little message real quick to let more people know I'm live. Not a lot has been going on. But, well, a lot of stuff's been going on, I guess, but as much as I can talk about here, I don't know. Oh, and I do, Krim's made it. He's gonna join us here. Let me get him on here. Doing good and staying healthy? Good. Yeah, stay safe right now, especially in these crazy times. Mad Kiwi mowing lawns, got a disco ball cleaned and working. Oh man, I bet that's sweet.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, it does. What's going on, Crims?
Not too much. Like just chilling, you know. I'm a night owl, so I'm always up at this time.
Me too. And every time I come live, there's like 2 people awake usually. But I was hoping maybe more would be up since it's a holiday weekend.
It depends on the audience too. Like a lot of my people, they're not on during the day, right? So I like, but then again, I like the kind of night quiet crowd where it's more just kind of like you with like a couple of people. It's more intimate.
Yeah, and it's not, you don't have to worry about the trolls, and you really don't have to watch what you say as much.
For me, it doesn't matter what time.
Well, me either, but you know, usually it depends on whose stream I'm on, on what I say and what I don't say. On mine,
exactly.
I don't care as much.
No, I always leave my streams up. Like, you know, at the end of the day, it's like I know what I say, right?
Yeah, I know what you mean. What's the synth? Oh, this is a chord monologue. Let me see if I can get it in the camera frame for you, Kiwi.
That's sexy.
Yeah, it is. I love it. You hook this when it's hooked up to a pack pedals, it sounds like $1,000 synth. It really sounds good.
I don't know why, but I think of Daft Punk when I hear that.
Oh yeah, a lot of people think as soon as they hear like the acid bass, but it's really good for just like hip hop bass too. It's got some really good presets for bass, and you can build patches on here.
I had a lot of fun when I made those like songs like probably about 6 months ago. You know, those beats. But I want to get a more proper program, like maybe with more loops, because I was running out of loops.
Well, you could always find like samples and stuff, but you can like learn a little bit of theory, and it's not hard to make your own, you know.
No, but I know, but it's kind of like preference because like I was sitting up all night hearing do 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 do, and then like putting it together do do do. I'm like, I can't do this. but big upset when I can, right?
The more you hear it, the more you do it, the more you'll be like, oh, you know, you'll be able to go right to a drum machine, right to a beat making program or a DAW or just anywhere. You'll be able to pop it right out. You'll be like, oh, I know what they did. They got hits on the 1, the 3, and the 7, and
that's kind of like. Oh, sorry.
I was just gonna say it just starts to come to you. But music theory will definitely take you to a new level once you know a lot of that. Man, you can make anything you can imagine.
Exactly. Like at first it took me a long time to actually compose something or make something or whatever. But like it's getting a lot easier the more I do it.
Yeah.
But I agree with you.
I must learn to use my Korg. I know nothing other than to twist knobs. Yeah, Kiwi, twist those knobs and get those sounds you like. And then, you know, depending on what you're doing, if you're doing something like techno or something, you can actually, you know, program your little sequence in and just let the machine repeat it for you. You really need like a couple, you know, have one synth going with whatever you're coming up with. Like the chord that you have, since it's a bass, you know, programming your bass line, grab another synth, play a lead line, get some chords thrown in there and a beat. You got a song, man. One man show. That's what's good about synthesizers. You can actually program them to play what you need them to play while you play other ones at the same time.
It's always good to be a one-man show. Oh my.
Yeah, it is, man. It's so hard to find like people to practice with, and like I think that's the whole reason electronic instruments involved. It's just really hard to get people together at the same time to practice.
Oh yeah, just with anybody nowadays, it's like people that have like schedules and whatnot, and you know, like people get sick in the pandemic and stuff.
Yeah, that's crazy. So you're staying healthy, right?
For the most part, yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's not really that big of a deal in Canada, but like they say that there's all these deaths, but like I don't really see any difference. Like we were all like chilling inside for the good majority of it, but now if you look outside, everybody's out.
Same here.
But yeah, but everything's still closed, right? And then like I just got like an update on my phone that there's a new spike in Ontario, and I'm like, where is this? I'd like to see where these people are getting infected. Like just out of curiosity, I'm just like, where the hell is it?
Yeah, like I'm not saying like conspiracy or whatever, but I really haven't heard of anyone that I know or in like within 1 degree of separation. I haven't heard of that. I've heard the stuff on the news, you know. I even had to take someone to the hospital one day, and the hospital was just like dead. Even all the tents that they had out there for all the COVID patients were completely empty, man. There was nothing going on.
I think it's like that kind of like fear in your mind. You think you may have it, but you don't. Like it's not even like the COVID. It's kind of like a paranoia.
Yeah, I know. Like I had bronchitis or just a chest infection, and I was like, I can't breathe. I got the COVID. I was like, I was like, dude, don't be crazy. You don't have that crap. You haven't even been out of your house in 6 months. How the hell do you have COVID?
COVID are the people that get COVID are the people that don't wash their hands and like, they just like rub their face, rub their face, rub their face kind of thing. Like,
Yeah, and then the people who are just, really have some immune system trouble, I could see how they would be like at risk. I mean, they
yeah,
have nothing to fight it off.
like my dad. Like my dad
Hell
is
Wolves, how's it going?
a wolf.
Yeah,
It's good
he
to
has
see you, buddy.
good music.
He's an awesome channel, awesome
Yeah,
guy.
he is, man. He comes up with some fresh lyrics, good
Yep.
beats. So, man, what was going on with like your last song, man? I liked it.
What the latest one?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the last two videos, like they have a lot of different inspirations, but the main thing I got it from was Final Fantasy Remake because I'm trying to blend my gaming with like my other stuff. Kind of just like, so if you see like my stream or if you see my like song, you'll be like, oh, I like this. And then like you see me play the game, you'll be like, didn't Steve mention that in the game? I don't know, like, but I'm just trying to connect them together. That's all.
Yeah.
And like I wanted to do something fun, like something, I don't know. Like when I heard that beat, I was like, "Oh, this is hot!" Like I just picture people like dancing passionate, like not sexual, like not vulgar, but like classy.
Yeah. I mean, that beat was hot.
Oh, I
Definitely.
know. The last two beats I actually paid for. So like I've never paid for a beat, but like the first one, All Over You, it got me
Mhm.
copyright. So I was kind of pissed off about that.
What? It got you
Ma-
copyright.
Imagine paying for something on a site like that's like, oh yeah, you can use it. You just can't use it in a music video, or you only have certain amount of copies that you can distribute.
Now, I've had samples like that where I've paid and it's like this sample is clear for 50,000 plays. After that, you have to
Yeah,
repurchase it. Yeah.
yeah,
That's why I was like, I just quit with samples altogether.
but here's the thing. Like, it's not even from that guy that I bought it from. It's from somebody else, and it's called the Dawn. I was like, what the hell? I don't know. It's
Elwell's
just
got he uses free for profit beats.
where? Because there's a lot of those, and like I use them off of YouTube, and I shouldn't.
Oh, it is Gatani. I've seen Crimson stream the new Final Fantasy, and a lot of people say that, like Crims was saying on his stream, a lot of people say it's not that good, but man, I think it's amazing. It's a work of
It's
art. It really is.
it is. I'm actually wanting to play more of it on my channel, but I try to space it out. I don't want it to be like, just 35 hours straight stream of me playing like I would if I could.
It is 420, 420. It's like it doesn't even make any sense, especially with music. I mean, because look, listen, you've got so many chords, so many possible progressions, and so many possible notes. Mathematically, one day they will all run out if they haven't already, and you're gonna end up copying somebody's something for at least one measure. So it's kind of like, come on, man. It's like, you have 12 notes. Do the math.
As long
You
as you
know?
look at your own, like you can take anything from anybody as long as you put your own personal spin on it.
Yeah. Well, everybody's inspired from something. They'll be like, "Oh, such and such got this from such and such and such and such," and then like you listen to it, and it all sounds like this old man came rolling home. I mean, really, it's just like, come on.
This old man, he came home. I love it.
YouTube is in trouble. Rogan are leaving, and they're in panic. Man, so many people have left to go on to better platforms. There's like no, you don't have to worry about being censored or just more secure platforms like blockchain platforms.
I don't want to put my eggs in those baskets because wasn't there one that like was really popular and everyone got on it and they bought stock and then boom, they're like, yeah, we're up and leaving, we're bankrupt, peace. and then like everybody had the like story for anybody that got like 30,000 subscribers. Better luck next time. Like
Yeah,
that's
but the
why.
thing is that, like, these sites can go down. They can, and you can lose those people. But really, once you find those people follow you platform to platform because people like Jeffree Star were on MySpace, huge. MySpace died. Jeffree Star is still huge.
You do make a good point.
It's all about like it's just getting it out there. So if you have to go to a site that's getting a ton of views that may shut down, but you get a ton of publicity, it's totally worth it.
Kind of like how my Facebook forum goes to my like YouTube. They kind of like cross mingle. Oh, it makes sense.
Yeah. Crims was your first Cheryl Wolf? I think Crims might have been my first collab. No, it wasn't. The
I'm
first
like
real music collab though, not just like a YouTuber that I did something with.
I'm the music like I'm that music whore. You know, like when you're in like high school and it's that one girl like you just kind of have to try things on just to so when you actually get to one you like, you can actually seal the deal. I'm like that music whore.
Your practice girl.
Exactly. I love the Jonas Brothers.
I can't even tell you a song by the Jonas Brothers. That's sad.
I actually like one song by them, and it's by Nick Jonas. It's called Bacon.
Bacon?
Yeah, it actually has a rapper on it too. I don't know. I just like that song. It's very Justin Timberlakey, but that's the only one I can actually think of that I like. Bacon. He's like relating girls to sizzling like bacon on the stove.
420 says he's committed to making YouTube the new Comedy Central.
Good luck with that.
I don't know, man. There's some funny people on here. If we could just get them all together at once.
Yeah, as long as like there's ways around censorship for sure. Like they're trying to like really crack down, but you can get around it.
Yeah, totally.
But I should show you my lights.
Yeah, show me the lights, man.
All right. Do I have battery? Yeah. I'm just turning on everything.
They know chicks. I like my collaboration. Crims was my first share.
I always switch the camera.
I just see like your wall and the top of your head, I think.
I don't know how to switch the camera. Hang on. I'll figure it out. What were you talking about?
Music. I don't know.
Yeah, a lot of people want me to like say like how I make my music, and I'm like, it's kind of complicated. Like, do you have a process?
Yeah, I do. Usually I start with my chord progression. Or I have like just like an idea or like a song that inspired me. It's like, oh man, I wish I could make something like that.
Kind of like one of my like friends, Cherish Monster. You know, like I've done collabs with her, and she said something like in my comments one time, "Your music is just what we need right at this time." And I remember making that part of one of my songs. I get weird inspiration like that. It's like one shot of me is all you need. Like it, like I like anything around me, like just low key, like gets into my music. Like I don't know how to explain it. Like even if it's subconsciously.
I feel like I'm attached to music from this like no longer made anymore, and I want to bring some of it back.
Yeah,
I had a lot of 90s influenced music, a lot of like deep, depressive, angry, punky, grungy, that kind of vibe, and I kind of want to bring that back.
You
Everything,
should.
everything I hear is so happy, and it's just like the world's not happy all the time. People can't relate to this shit.
Remi, where were you 3 weeks ago?
I was here, man.
No, I know, but like that statement was like what I was trying to make with everybody.
Yeah,
Like,
oh, I remember when everybody was trying to get you to do something positive.
oh yeah. And it was very, very clear that everybody was just like, and I remember like I had a friend that would send like
Even I
pictures.
was on that kick. I was like, oh yeah, make something positive.
I know, but I was like, I was like, the whole reason why I started making music was because I wanted to. I don't know. I don't want to get into it, but like, long story short, it was like for a negative reason to get over something. And now that I'm over it, I'm just doing it for fun now. So like, I feel like I'm like a battle rapper trying to learn how to do like a love song or like a, you know what I mean? Like I'm trying to branch out. It's
Yeah.
hard. It's hard. That's why I put mood lights in my songs. I'm like, here's my mood. But yeah, it's like we all have our strengths and weaknesses. You know, like we're not the best at everything in music. Like there's stuff that maybe you might not be good at that I'm good at, or Elwolf or Kiwi. I don't know. I had a point there.
Like, yeah. I have problem putting my own vocals in my music. I just hate the way my voice sounds. I think everybody hates their own voice when they hear it recorded, but I'm just like, no.
I not
I'm like,
me.
I'm
Like,
gonna hire a singer, man. My music's great, but I'm not gonna fuck it up with my voice.
exactly. I'll be honest. Like how you have that. For me, it's more. I don't like lip singing. I think I look retarded like when I lip sing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know, but I'm not one to lip sync. And like, if I do put my vocals in, I really don't want to use auto tune either. I hate the way that shit sounds.
No, because like when you make the music video, right, you have to have the music playing and you gotta lip sing it and then like just mute the video like
Well,
when you're
just sing
editing.
out loud and mute the video is what I would do.
So do what then?
I would just sing out loud and mute the video. Just make sure your vocals match with your track.
I know, but like at the same time you gotta make sure your face looks all right. And I don't really have a camera that's prompt. I actually bought something like a tripod kind of thing.
All right, Katana, you have a good night. Thanks for coming by.
Yeah, have a great night.
And 420 made a good point, man. Positive vibes are a good thing, but most people think it's about pleasing others, and you're right, it's not. I mean, you can be positive without pleasing everyone.
No, it's true. A lot of people, and that's my gripe about it, is a lot of people on YouTube, they try this whole positivity train because that's what people want to hear instead of being yourself.
Well, I think that's what they think people want to hear, or
No,
what YouTube tells us people want to hear.
no, because have you ever noticed the people that say they're not drama are like the ones that'll start an argument first?
Oh yeah, right. This is not a drama channel, but let me tell you what happened.
Yeah, it's like I don't want to start any drama, but
Yeah.
no disrespect. But
Exactly, 420. It's about projecting yourself to people.
exactly.
I mean, just be yourself. I mean, the ones who really, vibe with you will stay there, and the ones who don't, I mean, they weren't meant to be there, man. Just let them go on about their business.
It gets easier the more you let go of people, actually. Like now it's kind of like I'm making response videos left, right, and center. Like the last one I made, it doesn't really bother me anymore. It used to wear me out, like the drama on YouTube, but now it's like I can handle it.
It depends on whose drama. There are certain people I don't want to name, and it's just like, this one again? Come on, man.
Or the people that are like, I'm quitting YouTube, and then they come back like 2 days later.
I hate that clickbait.
Yeah.
Quitting YouTube. I'm not coming back until Wednesday.
I don't know. I'm just not in it anymore.
Mm.
I'll see how I feel in the near future. But yeah, that was my impression.
Exactly 420. Exactly.
He sounds like he's legit. Like he knows what he's talking about.
Yeah, totally. He's on point. He really is.
Is
This is
Elwolf,
hmm?
is Elwolf still here?
Not Elbow. Are you still here? He might have dipped out. This doesn't even tell me who's in, like, how many people I have in the room. I can see who chats, but I can't see how many people are in the room.
Yeah, you gotta be on the YouTube app, and I don't like doing that off my phone.
Yeah. .420 says he's always legit. He doesn't play games. That's what's up. So did you ever figure out your cam?
Yeah, there's an option in the camera menu. It says camera 2.0 facing back, and camera 2.1 facing front. So I'm gonna try this. I'm not very technical. So those are the lights.
Oh man, those look nice.
They change colors. Let me. It's like,
That's the way mine is in here.
and I have a pineapple, a glowing pineapple.
I like glowing pineapple. Studio Geek's got like a neon cat, I think.
I think he got it from the same website. I saw it too.
I would like to get one of those. That's pretty awesome.
This one's kind of annoying. I don't use this one.
Oh, well, beautiful.
It's like SOS.
How long have you been making music, Elwolf?
Yeah, I'd like to know too.
I think so, 420. LED strip?
Yep. I thought it was gonna be like one of those like ones where you can like put behind your TV, but I don't know. It's kind of cool.
Christmas lights are still cool.
It's kind of low key Christmas lights. Like it seems like everybody's getting them nowadays. And then I got this painting too.
No, they're not at all. And LEDs like last so much better than the old-fashioned lights.
I don't know. There's something about neon lights that are awesome.
They're like psychedelic.
I just wanted something for my like backdrop for Crimson Live. You know what I mean? Like, cause we were all joking around back at my old place. Like, the back of my area looks like a prison cell. So they're like Crimson's in cell block D. I'm like, oh my.
Somebody was picking at me in my like private chat talking about when are you gonna put your panel back up that fell off the wall? Because I think it came off during like a live I had one night, and it's been missing off the wall ever since. I've just never glued it back up.
Oh yeah, you'd be surprised what people like look at like while you're like live.
There's this girl that I watch, Scribe Cash. She does reaction videos, and this chick always has a bottle of 409. Like in every video, you can see the bottle of 409, and everybody's always like, she's a bigger YouTuber, like 20, 30, 50,000 subscribers, something like that. People are always picking at her about that.
What's 409?
Like a grease cleaner, you know, just
Oh.
like Yeah, just like a bottle of Windex, it's a bottle of 409 that's always like in plain view. And it doesn't matter. Like she can switch rooms or whatever, but the 409 is like still in the background. They're like, man, what does this chick do? Just clean as soon as she gets off her lives and stuff.
She's probably like very OCD. She's like, I gotta like wipe the toilet seat. Now I gotta wipe my hands that wipe the toilet seat.
I think she's gunning for a product placement.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Like,
trust. Let me tell you, if I get product placement, like I'd be wearing it all day. Like I'd be like a walking advertisement.
I have a microphone I have to do soon that they sent.
Oh yeah, you were gonna do that. I remember you said that.
Yeah, it took forever for it to get here. Now that it's here, I needed batteries. I'm like, come on, man. I need batteries. I was gonna do that tonight. I was like, I need batteries. Fuck. But I'm like, dude, it's a wireless microphone. What'd you think? I don't even know why I didn't even think about it. I was like, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
El will have raised his hand. Did somebody say OCD? Or a car from the Beach Boys song. Hashtag engine.
I'm like the opposite of OCD. I have to like remind myself. I'm like, all right, it's time to clean up.
Prison cell who got shanked with a glass.
I got shanked by like the toothbrush that was made into a shiv.
Yeah. Oh, awesome. I'm glad. I always worry that the sound would be too low.
That's the worst when like you're streaming and like they can't hear you and like you're
Yeah.
just like, yeah.
And you don't know and no one tells you. And then you look at your stream later and you're like, dude, I might as well have been doing sign language, man. How the fuck?
Oh yeah. Like I've asked like my subscribers, I'm like, can you hear me? And they're like, yeah, yeah.
Miss
I go back.
Kathy did a stream today. Totally no one could hear her, man. Totally muted for like 15 minutes. And she was like in her good moods.
Oh yeah.
Dancing and everything.
I saw a little bit of it, like, and like the first 10 seconds, like I saw that she was in that mood. And like, oh, it's this side of Miss Kathy today. Yeah.
King Jelly was in here and he left. I guess he left. He was in here for a few minutes.
Oh yeah.
I haven't seen any other YouTubers. I was trying to think of people I'd seen since last time I saw you. I saw you in Rant stream the last.
I may go live later. Like I'm not sleepy at all, so I don't know. Yeah, it's been a while since we've been live together.
Yeah. It has. So like did like you had some interesting comments on a few of your videos and I don't want to pry too much, but some of it seemed like something might be going down.
Like
Or you
what?
might have a little issue with somebody. I don't know.
Like which comment section?
I don't know, but you came to one of my comments one day and you're like, look, I know this is a troll account. And I was like, what's going on here?
Oh, like was I messing with like one of the sub for sub people that left a comment?
No,
Because like I mess with their head sometimes.
I had left a comment on someone else's video. And you left a comment under my comment saying, I know this is a troll account, blah, blah, blah. Why are you messing with me?
I didn't write that, did I?
Then you might have a troll account that wrote that.
Oh,
Because I was like, because it was weird to me. I was like, Crims wouldn't say that. Unless you really thought I was, unless you really thought that was another.
When did this happen?
Oh, man, this has been a few weeks ago. Probably a few months, because, weeks in YouTube's probably like equivalent 3.5 years or something like that.
Yeah, because like I haven't gone, like I'm not really like, I don't really go to much streams as much as I usually do. Like I've been kind of like not attending streams, so it's kind.
Well, this was a guy that I really like his poetry, and I had been going to listen to his poetry, and I was like, oh man, this is deep, da 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 da, and I wrote like this big long paragraph, and then right under there was a comment. It was like, I know that this is a troll account, and I know that you're messing with me and messing with my friends, and I was like, what?
Oh, it's probably like lots of the survivors, like Creed,
Yeah,
or what?
last of the
Like
writer.
no, but it was his friend. That was like
Oh, okay, I got
his.
you. I got
So when
I
you have
didn't
when
think
you have a fallout with someone on YouTube, it usually gets accompanied by like people that are gonna back up that person.
yeah.
And
Oh yeah.
this person happens to be a better. He's kind of a better writer than like Last of the Writers Creed, in a like more in the more of a you actually understand what the hell he's saying, and like he enunciates, but it's not going far. It's just more of he's standing there judging people. So this guy, literally, like at first he was just kind of like he was, giving me good comments and whatever, and then like he posted on his Instagram like
We
just
do
kind of
need.
like
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I just wanted to make sure I didn't ignore these people in chat real quick. I was gonna
uh
tell 420 we do need topics like for a show. This was kind of spur of the moment, but topics would be good.
let's talk. Well, we're talking about music,
Yeah.
but yeah. Long story short, White Knights suck. That's all I'm just gonna say.
Oh, okay. All right.
Um, yeah, it was just kind of like his whole Instagram was dedicated to me. Like 20,
What? That's
like
crazy.
he had 25 posts. I counted them and I only screenshot 7 that were kind of like the most obvious. But there were 25 posts and he did 3 videos to get my attention. And I still didn't say anything bad to him. Nothing. Like, like I responded to him saying art is subjective. Because it is.
You had to make a new account 420? That sucks.
How come?
He says for his conservative views.
Fuck that.
Yeah. Views are
Like,
views, man.
if you want to be conservative, be fucking conservative. Like,
Yeah.
like as long as like my view is like as long as you're not hurting anybody, like physically or mentally. Well, not mentally because you can't really gauge that anymore. But yeah, as long as you're not hurting anyone, I'm good.
Elwood says, yeah, creep rider. Elwood says like a crazy ex.
Oh yeah, like I've had people ask me like, "Are you guys like dating?" I'm like, no. It was just it. I
Seriously? Oh wow. He was on that level then, huh? Just posting that much shit.
Yeah, but like this guy was a white knight. Like Last of the Writers Creed didn't even put up a fight. Like he made like a couple videos, he talked about me, but as soon as I responded, he stopped. And like he started trolling me on accounts and stuff. But then like then everybody in my comments section were like, stop. So then like he got his friend to start coming at me.
That's whack, man. People get other people to fight their battle.
Exactly.
I mean, if you're gonna start it, finish it at least.
Like 25 Instagram posts, two or 3 videos, whatever I said. Like that's honestly a new record. Like it shows my test of tolerance. you know, usually I would fire back after the first video, but like now it's and I was nice about it. I told
Yeah, go ahead.
no, like I was very like because he wanted a reaction, like because he wanted to be like, oh yeah, well he's probably smoking like stuff again, blah blah blah, like. So I didn't give him a reaction. I'm just moving on. But yeah, I just answered your question. I know that I feel like I like went on for too long there.
No. That was a good detailed answer.
Exactly.
420 said his YT got hacked. Hashtag Google account. L Will said he's a saint in videos. I know what you mean, man. I know people like that. I mean, they'll get on their live stream and it's da 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 da, and then on their videos, it's like they couldn't be
Oh,
any faker.
oh, that's what they do to me. Like anybody that has a problem with me on this platform, the first thing they say to me is, "I need Jesus." And I'm like, "Oh no, here we go."
What,
Not the
you know,
Jesus.
why do people always go to that? Like you've not heard of Jesus, or you know, or whatever. You know, it's just like, why do people go there?
Exactly. It's just like, what if I was like Hindu?
It's
What if
like
I
they're trying to make a moral high ground exist.
exactly? And it's just kind of like, don't use your like religion as a weapon. Like that's kind of like what you're doing. You know what I mean? Like religion is supposed to be like,
Religion's
spiritual.
supposed to bring people together, not separate and all that other nonsense.
Exactly. But
People
like,
use that to make a moral high ground.
but I have to say, like, this guy analyzed everything about my life, like to the top, to the ground, to what I like, how I breathe, to how I eat sandwiches, to how I fuck, like everything. Like, I was like, damn. I'm like, I can't sit and let this guy keep going.
Yeah. See, like 420 says that he's Christian, and you don't see him doing a moral high ground.
It's usually the people that are inadequate about themselves. They have only religion to define themselves. It's kind of like they work
Yeah,
so
no, I
hard.
really agree with that last one. The people who only have that as the definition of their being, they will just use it, and they use it for the wrong way.
Exactly. It's like you can do things the good way or the bad way.
You think YouTube divides us 420?
Yeah. What I think is the problem with YouTube is the rules and regulations and like how much you need for monetization. If people weren't so concerned with being so conservative to get that whole, green dollar sign, like I think people would be more like eased up. Like I think people wouldn't judge, people wouldn't, because we got it. It's like in everyone's mind, it's like every man for himself kind of thing, and it shouldn't be like that. Like we're losing track of what the real purpose of YouTube really is. It's to network, to have fun, and etc. etc.
Exactly. And 420 is saying, that you should always share, but never force. And he's exactly right.
Yeah,
Share your ideas, share your beliefs, but never force your opinions on the people. People have their own reasons for believing things.
exactly. Like just because someone likes something that's restricted or they swear a lot or it doesn't mean they don't have God in their life.
Yeah. Sometimes a swear word is just the perfect fucking word you need. There's like no other replacement. It sums up every emotion and everything like that. And
Exactly.
just because you speak like a sailor doesn't mean you can't, make massive change for the better in the world either.
But as well, like look what platform you're on. You're on a platform where sex sells, drama sells.
Yeah.
It's like you're gonna have to be tolerable of these people just as they gotta be tolerable of. It's like there has to be a coexist. I can't say that word. Coexistence.
Coexistence.
Yeah. It's like we're not gonna all like each other at the end of the day, but we can't sit there and judge each other, especially the spoken word community. I would never think that the spoken word community would be up in atoms with me. Like,
That yeah, that the fact. Well, I would well, not really. I started to say I consider myself spoken word community, but I haven't really been in that realm in a while. I stick mostly to the music now, and any poetry that I would do is just going to change into lyric writing from now on. I'm going to finish one book, and that's it.
Hmm.
I've already got that other one, and I already promised that other one, so that's why I'm finishing it.
Exactly. You're following through.
Yeah, but I'm not writing no more unless it's the music, song, lyrics. The poetry circle isn't for me. I got a little bit too much wildness, and they get a little too. They seem to have too many damn rules.
It's true. Like I'll give you an example of like one of his like words, like this poetry flames guy was like, I don't drink big gulps and eat Doritos. I have water and I go outside and search for life. Rebuke the beast. Save Jesus within yourself. I'm like, really?
Well, everything in a lot with a lot of those, it seems everything is scholastic and has to have like this feeling. It's like I'm gonna get up here and I'm gonna talk, and this poem will change the world, and that's a good outlook to have. But the the kind of that kind of like what's the word for it? That kind of like arrogant attitude that their poetry could be better than anything ever written and is the best, and the
That's
the the snobbiness, like you run into music snobs, are like, oh, how could you use that chord or this and that? It's the same kind of thing.
exactly like, or how can you make soul food with no flour? Like how I said in my song, or you know, more viewpoints than yours. Like I was just trying to open his mind. I was like, you know what, like you're young, like I understand you have a certain way of looking at things, but you can't say these kind of things and be on YouTube. I'm trying to enlighten you. But in a good way.
Yeah,
And I think in the long run, like me parroting rant jams really did help my case there. Like I don't know, like honestly, I don't have to be mean when I respond to these people. Like I can actually have a little fun with it and get creative.
that's right.
You know?
And 420 said that, if you claim holier than thou, you're just in a box and you're not looking outside. And it
Well,
is
that's
just the truth. If you think your opinions are so great, you don't even have to hear someone else's, then you're just in an echo chamber.
hmm sometimes people like they'll ask you for their opinion, but they already have the answer. They
Oh,
just
yeah.
they just want you to agree.
They want you to be their yes man.
No, that's not what I was getting at, but I understand what you're saying. But yeah, like you kind of worried me there for a second. Like, do I have someone like pretending to be me, like Benny Loco?
I was wondering, I was like, man. And then, but I think I mentioned it to you in a DM and you were like, oh, yeah, that's a troll or something. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, I'll keep a lookout. Like, but that's like one
Yeah,
milestone I
just
haven't
check your
gotten yet.
comments. Like, if you're like, wait, there's my comment. What did I write? Make sure it's something you wrote.
Yeah, I should fire up my laptop and look at my comment section on my like YouTube creator studio. Fuck. That's scary.
So what'd you
I
do for Memorial Day?
uh,
Anything? Were you able? Was your place like locked down still?
well, we don't really celebrate Memorial Day. We have like I think we have Victoria Day.
I forget you're in another country, man.
Everyone thinks I'm American. That's fine though. I like that.
It's your accent. No,
Yeah. Well, it's because
you
like
don't
I live.
have one. You sound like someone from the Midwest, like the northern Midwest. They don't have really an accent at all.
Yeah, yeah. I see what you mean. It's because I live in Toronto and like that's the least Canadian area of like Canada because it's like multicultural.
I used to love a lot of bands that came out of Toronto. like Our Lady Peace and Matthew Good Band.
Oh, there's indie bands everywhere, like always performing. There's always like stages on every corner downtown. You go to Yonge and Dundas Square, like free concerts. There's people like performing on the streets. It's great.
I don't know, El Wolf, but I've noticed it. Where are you from? I like it.
I think he's from India.
That might be. 420 said Toronto. My condolences. What about you, 420? Where are you from? You can tell from my accent I'm from the South. South Carolina.
I thought you were from Britain.
Britain? I don't even think I could pull off that accent. Oh, actually, I could if I tried, because it's a sped up Southern accent. A Southern accent is actually a slowed down British accent.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Ah, Reno, Nevada, the desert. Elwood said you got that right, Crims. What part of India? Man, you know, I've never been to Las Vegas. I've always wanted to go to Las Vegas.
Me too.
Not to gamble, just because, like, the city looks beautiful. It looks like there's a ton of shit to do, and I want to get on those roller coasters and on top of skyscrapers. That looks like it'd be awesome.
I wanna like go to like those live events where they have like those performances and stuff. And
Me too.
I do want to gamble a little bit, but I'm not very good at gambling.
There's a person I collab with, a friend, Alicia Perron, for fans of Jimmy Century. She lives out there, and she had a show. It was Fatale Original. It looks so cool. I wanted to go see that show. I don't know if she still does it, or if, like, I don't know if it's temporarily put off because of the crisis, or I don't know if she does it a lot. I'm not exactly sure how that works. 420 grew up in Vegas. You want to witness Eminem's concert? I bet that would be lit, man, to be live at like a show like that. I used to love to go to shows. I haven't been in a concert in forever. Like the last concert I went to was Hole in like 2010.
I didn't expect the way you said "hole" and it just turned me like "hole," like "hole," yeah. But it's just yeah. But like I remember "hole." Like didn't she like she was married to Kurt Cobain, right?
Right. Yeah. I loved her music. Like, I actually liked her music more than I like Nirvana's music, and most people would just like have a conniption because I said that. But I really got her lyrically. Like, lyrically, I thought she was a fucking genius.
Oh, she was. She had talent, but there's a lot of drugs involved too. That kind of
Well, like,
didn't help. Yeah.
that's kind of like, you know, when someone's had that kind of trauma, that's kind of a given. They're gonna turn to some way to cope, and it's usually a negative way.
Oh, I know all about that. Trust me. But
Yeah, I think we all do.
yeah. I'm just glad I'm out of that. You know what I mean? Like I'm actually happy.
Yeah. You know, I can say that too. I think making music really changed my life because I always wanted to do it. I always wanted to do it, but I wouldn't let myself do it because I was told you can't make a living that way. I was told you can't live a life that way. And I was under the impression that if you did music, you had to be famous to make money. And I'm learning that is definitely not the case. You don't have to be famous. You just have to have skill and talent and the passion. And you will find something, some way.
Exactly. I pretty much picked up the microphone and started on Smule when I first started like YouTube. And from day one, I just recorded my process, and I wasn't the best, and sure as hell, YouTube let me know I wasn't the best, but like now I'm getting better each time. It's like Remi said, like you gotta have the passion. And like I honestly don't know where I found all that passion because I put a lot of time into it. But I'm happy I did.
You think he was off, man?
Is what?
420 thinks that Kurt Cobain was offed. I have an idea where this is going. That's why I'm like, no, man, come on. You think Courtney killed him? I know a lot. That's a popular belief with people. I don't think.
No, all the dead celebrities, they all live on an island.
She could. I mean, like he could have been off. I just don't think she did it. If it was all right, I don't think she had anything to do with it. And I do believe that there are a few celebrities out there that have decided, this is bullshit. Just like make it look like I'm dead. I wanna live my life like normal again. And who would know? Honestly, who would know?
Yeah, like the kid from, Modern Family. Like, if he were to just stop doing TV, would you know? No.
Or if you ran into him on the street and you were like, hey, aren't you the guy from that show? And he was like, no. And you'd be like, man, damn, you look just like him. I get that all the time. And going about your business. That's it.
Exactly. Well, when I eat, what?
Remy and Crims, have some water. You guys been talking for too long. Have we been talking that long? No.
Well, what do you want us to talk? Do you want to talk about something, Elwolf? Enlighten us.
Yeah. You want to come up, Elwolf? Or 420? I can send you a link. I just need to know. Like, I'm on Twitter. That's how I send my links usually. I don't know where you are. He thinks Hillary off Seth Rich. I don't know who he's talking about.
It always comes down to Hillary, doesn't it?
Or Karen.
But not Lily.
Never Lily.
No, Lily's too busy in her shop making cookies. I don't know.
Wolf said he would come on.
What's that?
Wolf said he would come on. 420's at 5%. Oh man. Okay, that's cool. Share in the chat. All right, I'm gonna share it real quick, but then I'm gonna take that sucker right back out.
Well, you can see them backstage, and if they're
oh, that is right. With what I'm using, I can. Yeah, I'll just leave that shit in there.
Yeah.
Maybe somebody will come on. Let me see.
That's when I did that, and remember you were on my birthday?
Yeah.
I honestly was like, who the hell is this? You tripped me right out on my birthday. That was hilarious. I was thinking of I was going to get a computer because I'm getting another payment. And I can get a state-of-the-art computer for $700. And I was like, I don't know, maybe I might. And then I could do these panel streams on OBS and stuff. But that's a big time expenditure for YouTube.
What's that?
No, just spending more than $700 on something for YouTube. That's a big
God. That's everything on YouTube, man. If you want a live stream, you really do have to spend that much, at least, to get decent equipment.
Yeah, because I was doing interviews and stuff like that on my show, and I was like, no one's gonna come on my show if it looks like an amateur room in the background. I wanted to at least have something that stands out.
You can find some really decent. Elwo's about to come on. You can find some really decent. Dang, I gotta adjust my camera every time you guys come on.
Hello, everyone.
Hello?
Hey, well, man, what's going on?
Yeah, fine, Crims. Is my voice choppy or it's clear?
No, we can
It's
hear you.
clear.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Because from last night I was in a stream of some of my this Philippine community. Because I've been super active in their stream, so that time I always have some internet problems. So that's why I was asking.
Yeah, yeah. It also depends on like their speed of their internet and stuff like that too. It could be there, and
Yeah,
you know,
true.
yeah, like with buffering
Yeah,
and
and it's raining crazy. Yeah.
It's raining like crazy there?
And thanks for link.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thanks
I'm gonna
to
tweet my
Remi
stream
for
out real
inviting
quick.
me and having me.
yeah, you're cutting out again.
Yeah, you are cutting out now.
Yeah, me.
All I hear is like,
So
you gotta save the president.
yeah, I'm being robotic.
You're
It's
being
like
what?
it's like the zombies are coming for him, and like as like walkie talkies coming out.
It's not quite that
Be now,
severe.
so
You guys know I'm a bullshitter. He's like, hurry! You must go to Sector B before.
Oh, he left. But he was cutting out. I guess it's because of the rain. Let me bring him back on. It might work better.
Yeah, like sometimes you gotta try a couple times.
let's try again. Yeah,
He's got that auto tune like voice.
Yeah, it's doing, you know how it does the like it has that little auto tune sound where it kind of glitches out, but it comes right back in before it glitches. Like we can make out what you say. It just has like a quick
You,
glitch.
you sound like T-Pain, like I'ma buy you a drink. Like,
Oh, okay. And 420 is here.
that's awesome. I have auto tune in Metro.
Hey, what's up, guys?
What's
What's
going
up?
on?
hey,
I
what's up?
I finally figured out how to get in that damn fucking new StreamYard
Yeah,
thing.
we all are T-Pen. Team T-Pen.
Yeah.
That StreamYards is getting so
So,
crazy nowadays.
Yeah.
Just as long as there's no craziness with porn, you're good.
Oh, it's 420. You know I gotta get some kind of craziness. I mean, come on.
Well, definitely, like that makes a good live stream.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what's the topic of the day? By the way, thank you for having me on.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Glad to have you. We're just talking about music in general. We can get more specific with music, what we like, what we don't like, what we want to do, what we can't do, anything.
Well, let's talk music. If you want to talk music, favorite genre, right? Everybody likes rock music, the old school rock music. What was your favorite band?
Favorite rock band?
From the old school rock bands. You know, you had fucking Journey doing that kind of crazy shit. Yeah, Pink Floyd with druggies, and you know what I'm saying? Like favorite band. Mute the video real fast. Hold on. What's your favorite? Like for real? What do you think? TikTok.
Jimi Hendrix.
Hendrix, dude. Hendrix was fucking amazing.
I like Hendrix. I wouldn't say he's my favorite, but I like him. I'm trying to think of who my favorite would be. Like Hole is a definite favorite. Love Courtney Love. I love her solo work. I love it with that. But I don't know if I call her my favorite. And like the older like say we're talking Journey, definitely I love Aerosmith. Always loved Aerosmith.
What about Rat? You guys know Rat, right? Like one of those bands that was completely just pushed aside. That was the Zeppelin days, and I mean, you had Hendrix and all those. What about Rat?
Rap, I liked Bone. I loved I liked Lost Boys for a while.
It goes round and round. You just gotta give it time, right?
Yeah, it all does. Really like Snoop Dogg. Really like a lot some of the newer people,
Oh
B.O.B.
no! Damn it!
What? What about you when it comes to rock? Like I like a lot of punk rock. Like I like The Damned, I like Misfits, a lot of like the 77 style punk I like. You guys there?
I'm here.
What happened to 420?
Where's Elwolf?
Elwolf dipped out. He said he thought he was doing better in the chat right now. He said it felt awesome to be on for a second. You always welcome back on, Elwolf. I know that you got some weather issues going on. I think you said it was raining, so
Yeah, it was good to like be on a live with you. Like that
yeah, man. I'm so used to like hearing your music and stuff. Oh man, what? Oh, you know what? He had 5% battery.
I'm at 11, so but I can charge it. It's not a problem.
Yeah, that's what happened. Man, I wanted to hear what he had to say too. Oh well, he'll be back some other time, or he might be able to plug it in and come back on. So, what about you? Like, what's your favorite like rock and like rock, metal, punk, any like that genre?
Well, funny thing was when I was younger, I liked Foo Fighters. I liked Blur. I liked like all those old like bands.
I like
Bush.
everybody you just named.
You know, like I listened to Aerosmith, but then like I was in like grade 7 or grade 8.
Grunge
like,
rock. That's what I mean. I like grunge rock.
Yeah.
420 wanted to know that's what it is. Grunge. I like almost everything grunge. A lot of alternative. A lot of punk rock. When it comes to like classic rock, hard rock, not so much. Metal, Iron Maiden, Seven Dust, whoa, what's his name, man? Killswitch Engage, a lot of stuff like that. Your voice is captivating because well, if you've got that kind of voice that like at first listen, you can't exactly tell where you're from. Like I can hear India after Crimson mentioned it, but I wouldn't have, that wouldn't have been the first thought that popped into my head. But it's very sophisticated and it's very foreign. It's a cool sound voice, man.
It's like one of a kind of voice. Like that's
Exactly.
why like when I first heard it, I was like, you know what? Like I gotta show everybody like this guy.
Yeah, and his like I love hearing your voice when you rap over beats, man. Sounds good.
Exactly.
So Elwolf, who do you listen to, man? Do you listen to like what's his name? Man, I'm trying like my short-term memory is bad.
Elwolf likes Simple Plan.
Simple Plan?
I know you like Simple Plan. I don't know any of their songs, but you like Simple Plan. I'm just being a troll right now. But
I was wondering if El Wolf listened to 420 is back. Hey, there you are, man.
Sorry, my phone died. Like I said earlier, I was on a low battery, so I had to plug in.
That's what we pretty much figured. Oh, and to answer your question, grunge music really is what I like. A lot of like when it comes to rock grunge
Love
band.
it. How about some fucking
Like-
Dave Grohl, right?
Yeah. Or like what about Silverchair?
Dude, Silverchair is fucking great, dude. Do you remember Kiss Guy? Remember Kiss Guy?
I don't think I do.
No, you haven't seen where Dave Grohl brought Kiss Guy up on stage? Dude, that was fucking incredible.
I gotta look that up. No, I haven't.
Dude, if you haven't seen that, you're missing out. I'm telling you, bro.
So what about and punk rock, like the Misfits and bands like that? 77 style, love it. Did you just freeze? There you are.
Yeah, sorry, my phone is just being a piece of shit.
Oh no, that's cool.
Like, damn, I got the JBLs they're fucking with me a little bit.
Wheels have a good sound.
Dude, I love them, but sometimes the fucking Bluetooth, the way they link through the phone. I have a Samsung S8 phone and I run the JBL, headphones. I don't know if you can see, like, it's kind of fucked up, but yeah, it's a whole fucking thing.
At least I can get part voice. He said you were having more trouble than him.
I came back on though, right?
Yeah, he came back on. He's got you there, El Wolf. He came back on.
It's like my fucking Samsung phone died, the battery died. I told you in the chat it was gonna die and all that shit. But I showed up.
Yeah. Definitely.
But yeah, definitely. You want to talk about music, bro? We can talk music all fucking day. You want to talk grunge? Let's talk grunge. Nirvana was overrated.
I think so too. I mean, I love Nirvana. Nirvana is awesome, but I think overrated. I think there were lots of other people from the 90s that should have got way more publicity, like Filter and
Filter, fucking amazing. You had so many bands because if you look at that era of music, right? If you look at that era of music, there were so many good bands coming out at the same time. If you look 2020, right? If you looked at 2020 right now and you had that kind of same exposure, especially with social media.
Yeah, let's try again. Am I still T-Pain?
No, you're perfect now.
Yeah.
I hear you.
Yo, 420. How are you?
I'm doing nice and stoned. I had a couple beers and I had to plug in my phone.
I gotta run downstairs just for a second, guys. I'll be right back.
No worries.
Yeah, sounds awesome.
All right.
We were just talking about 90s grunge music and how Nirvana, in our opinion, is overrated, right? When you had certain
true.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. What were you gonna say?
I'm again
I,
becoming T-Pen.
he's afraid that he might like start like getting chopped up and all that because of his like reception.
Bro, you ain't gonna
Yeah,
fucking.
true.
Don't worry
Creams
about
got
it.
me.
Don't
Yeah,
worry about that shit.
Yeah, that's nice.
Don't worry about that shit.
if it
Just
happens,
do
it
you.
happens.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Yeah, what happens remains in the stream.
Just do you, bro.
Yeah, I also think that. Yeah, I also think that Nirvana was kind of overrated, but I enjoyed his music. It was nice.
Yeah, yeah. It
You
was.
know
It
who's
was. You know.
you know who's overrated? It's Marilyn
But
Manson.
not that much.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah,
Marilyn
true.
Manson is. Yeah, 100% overrated.
Limp
100%,
Bizkit.
bro.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, I don't know if most people know this, but he actually had a disc removed from his back. You do you know where I'm going with this? Do you guys know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
So he can like
yeah,
get
they're two beautiful, soft pairs, I think.
So he could suck his own dick. I mean, like for real.
like who wouldn't
No,
want to do that though? I wouldn't leave the house.
Yeah, true. Everyone have tried once in their life, I think.
I mean, how
But
crazy.
I can't deal.
That's
yeah,
fucking real.
yeah, that's real. That's real. Everyone tried and they thought that, damn, if I know some gymnastic moves or am I kind of flexible, how does
like,
that feel? Let's try.
and
Oh
like
yeah, the girl can suck your dick from behind while you're fucking her in the ass.
True.
that's some like Karma Sutra shit right there.
That's
Yeah,
some crazy shit, bro. That's some
yeah,
crazy shit.
creams.
Humans
Yeah,
aren't
creams.
supposed to work that way, right? Like that's not how the
Yeah,
human body
true.
is meant to function.
It's like wrap her up like a pretzel and just go in. Like, no, you
For
can't do it.
Yeah, true.
real. For real. Like you bend her over, she's jerking you off and figuring your asshole at the same time while she's bent like a pretzel.
Yeah, there is one fun fact. Do you know about beds?
Do
Beds?
what?
Hello?
Yeah.
Beds couples usually do oral to make the process little bit longer.
Really?
So like
Yeah,
Oh,
I just read. Yeah,
so,
they do
so
that. And penguins when they get heartbreak, they do suicide by jumping off the cliff inside the water.
penguins gotta cool their blue balls.
it's like I can't deal with
Yeah,
this
they do.
world anymore.
Yeah, true. They should cool.
It's like if you're not gonna give it to me, I'm just gonna end it. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, gotta ice the balls if I can't get some. Like,
that's like the ultimate
Yeah, see,
blackmail.
heartbreak is real. Yeah, just like elephants, they can die from heart attack.
that's true. Yes, that's very true.
Dogs can like die from separations from their owners for too long. I learned
Oh,
that.
absolutely. Do you know why that is because
Yeah, true.
dogs are domesticated animals and they're taught to defend
Yeah.
their owners. You know, that's a whole different thing. But
Oh yeah, like
yeah.
no, like my dog can't be like an hour away from me. So it's like I could just imagine if I'm like gone a week or 2 weeks.
Oh, dude, and when you get home,
Yeah,
that
that's
dog
sweet.
is like, I haven't seen you in forever. You know, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
my
lick
dog
your
is a
face.
monkey.
I'm gonna give
He's
you
he's
the
born dog
Corona
as a
loose with
mistake.
me.
You guys both talked over each other.
I
I didn't
envy you
understand.
guys. You have nice dogs.
Nah, well, my dog's alright. Like I kind of adopted this dog. I would have wanted a bigger dog, but she's kind of like a cocker spaniel.
Oh, you got a little
Oh,
yappy
okay.
fuck. You got a little yappy fuck.
Surprisingly enough, she doesn't really like bark. The only time she barks is when she wants me to like pet her, like after a walk. She's like, "All right, you're gonna sit here and
She wants
let me get
attention.
pet." No,
All the
she'll
sexy
sit like
bitches wants
she looks like a
attention.
jealous woman. Yeah, she's like,
Yeah.
"Get your ass over here. I want to be pet. It's after my walk. I get my pet." I'm like, all right. Where did Remy go?
Damn,
I'm back.
damn, bro. Yeah, she sounds like your Jewish wife.
Yeah,
She's
Remy.
sassy, man. She's, like she's just like she's a firecracker.
You gotta pet my fur.
That's the only time she's like she'll never bark at anything else. It's just after her walk. She gets on my bed. She looks at me. She's like, "All right, let's do this." And she's looking at me. She's like, "Where are you going? Like, you know this is gonna happen. I'm gonna bark now."
There is a term, isn't it? Who get
What?
Yeah, there is a term.
What?
Forgot. Who get attracted to animals? There is a term. Attracted to animals.
Oh, you looking for
Terms.
you looking for the how you say it, colloquialism, or are you looking for the textbook word? Talking about bestiality, zoophilia.
Yeah, I think that's what he's talking
Yeah,
about. Like,
zoophilia textbook.
bestiality.
Can I clarify something though? This dog is like my
And now
daughter.
I'm a
It's like
teen now.
no, this dog's like my daughter, but like if there was another pretty dog that wasn't mine, I'd consider it maybe. I'm just joking. Like, but
No, we're making jokes, bro. It's just all
No.
good fun. Nobody here is fucking
It's
a
a
cat.
joke.
No.
Nobody here is fucking a dog or fingering a cat's asshole or, like for real. It's all just in good fun. Like definitely,
exactly.
bro.
No animals were harmed or tested during this stream.
Exactly.
No animals were gaped.
These are aminal friendly homes.
No aminals were gaped.
But they will share their story.
Where did yeah. Yeah, what did you walk into, Cujo?
Dude, it's all in good fun. Nobody's hating on
You can jump
anybody.
onto it if you want to, Cujo.
No, we're just talking about how my dog is like an actual girlfriend. Minus the benefits.
My cats are like kids, man. They're like toddlers. That's so funny. I love them.
Remy, did you ever see like in one of my videos where I'm like there's a guy holding like a dog and he's like carrying him on his back? It's like, yeah, that's me with my dog.
That's fucking great. Fucking great.
Like I never thought I'd it speaks to yourself as a person. Is like if I were to have kids, would I like just spoil the hell out of my kids? And I think I might.
You know, man, I wonder that
Dude,
too, 'cause I'm that way with my animals. I'm like, my kids would be rotten.
The kid conversation really strikes a nerve with me because I have nieces and nephews. Like I got 10 of them little bastards running around. Like straight up.
You've got 10 nieces and nephews?
10 nieces and nephews, like
Wow,
straight.
I got 4 nieces.
It's like, yeah, I would say half and half, boys, girls, half and half. But I'm the lucky one, right? I get to go home at the end of the night. The fucking, my sisters, I'm the only boy in the family. So I get to go home at night and go, fuck you. I spoiled these motherfuckers. And then, they go, oh, bye, uncle. You know what I'm saying? It's like, all right, bye. And then
So,
I get
Go ahead.
I get text messages the next day, and it's like, "Damn you, you son of a bitch." It is what it is. That's part of being, with a close family, right? You have to be close with your family.
Exactly. Like you want to create that bond, like by spoiling them because they never really get to see you.
It's especially with this woo flu shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm over that, but I am collecting money from it, so I'm it's like a win-win situation. I'm just being
It,
real, you know what I mean? And it's a great way to soften the blow.
That
yes,
woo flu put me into like, oh man, I had to do so many extra jobs that I don't normally do.
dude, I
That's
I
for me.
hate I fucking hate
I
when
hate the
people
shutdown.
can't. I hate when people can't recognize when or where it came from. Right? That shit drives me crazy. How is it racist to call it, the Chinese virus? That kind of shit drives me fucking insane.
It came
It's
from the
not
wetlands.
where did if like the Spanish flu, look right where the original flu came from. It was the Spanish flu in 1918. Is that racist now? I mean, come on, because it came from Spain. I mean, like the PC culture has gotten so fucking
Yeah,
ridiculous.
yeah.
It's it.
You have to be politically correct for everything, and it gets exhausting. I mean, I don't. I'm not. I'm
Like the
far from
word black.
politically correct.
I bet you people will have offense with the word blackmail now.
Oh, blackmail. Why can't you call it white mail?
Yeah, why does it have to be black? Why does the black Power Ranger have to be black?
Why don't you call it Latino mail? That's a Jerry Seinfeld joke in the making. Like for real.
I thought you were doing some fourth dimensional shit there. I was like, I
It's,
approve.
it's like a race to see who can be the most sensitive. It's or who can
No,
take
for
something
real.
too far.
For real. That's almost what it seems like
Oh,
is
I'll
the
send you the
race
link.
to be the most sensitive. That's the most sensible thing I've heard of in a long time. The race to be sensible, right?
That's just click that link, Cujo.
It's like good job you politically shamed somebody today, right?
Right.
Like congrats on you.
Yeah.
I can't say I'm not guilty of it, but if I'm gonna post something in say Fox News or CNN or any of
No,
that shit, I'll put facts.
if it's unjust, I'll speak my mind. But if it's just somebody trying to be overly sensitive because they can, it's like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I say too. It's like facts don't care about your fucking feelings.
It's like you could care less. You just want to cause this argument.
Well, then that
True.
goes in the whole troll thing. I've been accused of being a troll numerous times,
Yeah,
but
but
here I am with my face waving hi to you guys. I
yeah, but that.
speak.
Oh, sorry. I just wanted to say that, like, like that word gets used very loosely nowadays. Like the
It does.
actual, yeah, like, it's like any kind of confrontation you have with someone where they don't share the same view, they call it trolling. That's not the case. Trolling is like when you're swatting someone's house, when you're
Yeah,
plotting them to
right.
get to jail. Yeah.
Yeah,
When you're just
yeah.
telling someone the realness, that's not being a troll.
No, that's
That's
just telling your opinion.
yeah.
And
Yeah,
I'm all
that's
for
being
freedom of
real. That's
speech.
just being real.
I can't stand for someone to be silenced or ostracized or oppressed because of their opinions.
Like I've given like like people like comments like where I've said something about their editing. I'm like, if you just try this, and they get super offended. I'm like, all right, you don't want to have sound for half your video? That's your prerogative.
It's like, bro, nobody fucking cares either way, right? It's
I think
like
it's
here's my little snippet of advice that can maybe make your video better take it or leave it.
Yeah, exactly. I had to learn on my own, but like
And that's what it comes down to. It's like people get so fucking offended with bullshit nowadays. Just straight bullshit. You didn't call me my proper gender pronoun. What? Are you fucking kidding me?
That I need to,
Yeah, hi. Welcome to T-Pen Squad.
the T-Pain squad.
But you know what I'm saying though? It's like
Yeah, true.
What's going on, Cujo?
Hey, what's up, guys? How's it going?
Where the hell Crims go?
but you
Yeah, I
guys
didn't
know.
have ear bleeding hearing my own voice.
Yeah, you gotta mute the YouTube window.
Echo.
Cujo, mute that
Yeah,
YouTube window.
where's our Crims?
Yeah, Crims. I know
Crims
that he has some
disappeared.
battery. Like his battery was going low, but he might come. He can probably plug it in and come back. So what's going on, Cujo?
Sorry, my bad. I got a little bit of a lag going on here.
Well, at least the echo went away.
Yeah, same here. Man.
Yeah. Well, no, it didn't.
You so
It feels good to know that I'm not the only one who is having problem.
So how long have you been on
Problem.
YouTube? 420? Where did Cujo go now? I guess 420 is paused too.
Going crazy.
So where are you from in India? Like what part? You don't have to. I'm obviously you don't have to tell me exactly where. I was just curious.
Yeah, I'm from this northeastern part of India. Am I choppy or am I clear?
No, you're great right now. Not choppy at all.
I think I'm becoming T-Pen again.
Not T-Pain yet. Oh, there's 420. He's back. We were wondering what happened to you.
I had problems, apparently. Fuck that. Like, YouTube wants to send for real.
Cujo said his phone can't keep up. That's all right, man. Might have been the 221.
I don't know why my
Because I was
going
hearing
4G.
What was that?
Oh, we lost.
He's back.
There's Wolf.
Hi 420. Yeah.
You okay over there, Wolf?
Yeah, I'm fine. What's about you? Are you okay?
I'm just getting the same old YouTube treatment for conservative value. It is what it is, man. That same old shit. Where were we before that happened?
I'm not sure. We've jumped around a lot.
We're just talking random things, whatever comes in our mind. Lots of talking, lots of.
Have you ever been
voice.
on like those rides that are on top of the skyscrapers in Vegas?
Oh, you're talking about the stratosphere. Fuck. No. No.
It looks so cool, man. It probably does look like completely like wild in real life. I mean, just seeing the videos of it, I'm like, man.
Dude, it's fucking insane. It's like 2,000 feet in the fucking air. I don't even fly on airplanes. I like my feet on the ground. Fuck that shit. Like straight up.
What's your favorite thing about being out there?
My favorite thing about Vegas,
Yeah. Or
Uh,
just Nevada in general.
my favorite. See, that's a loaded question. My favorite thing about Vegas was leaving, but my favorite thing now about Nevada, it definitely is that cannabis is legal. I can walk into a store and just buy some weed, and it's no big deal. You don't get arrested. You ain't got no bullshit. Like, that's my favorite thing.
That is a benefit. It's weird how our country has like so many like places that you can and so many places that you still can't.
I gotta close the video for a second. I'll still be here.
All right.
All right. Yeah, dude, it's so weird how the community.
my net. Yeah, that's weird. You look awesome.
I'm still here. It's so weird though how
Same.
every state has their
No
own,
presents.
but that is the way the Constitution is written, right?
Right.
If you look at the Constitution, the states' rights trump the federal rights and the state governors. Like if you look at the lockdown right now, right? You have the media blaming President Trump for locking everything down. Well, he doesn't have the authority to lock everything
Right, exactly.
down. He can recommend to the state
Yeah,
governor
that's up to our governors.
what they should do. And then the
Yeah,
governor
true.
took with it and ran. And now they've turned it into a political thing to try to ruin the economy before you know what I mean?
Elwolf, what kind of things did they do anything special in India? Were you on any kind of
Yeah.
lockdown? They did?
India didn't lock
The
down.
thing is that we are having lockdown for 4.0, so yeah, they have opened some grocery shops, and right now they have allowed some transportation so that people from different parts of India can come to their own respective place.
Oh, you starting to T-Pain.
T-Pain
Yeah,
and
T-Pain.
Oh, you're back now. There you go.
Yeah, this internet. Yeah, we
what
are
part?
okay.
What part?
Transportation are being allowed because people who were at different place, India.
Mumbai?
Yeah, okay.
Was it Mumbai?
I'm from Arunachal Pradesh. I'm from this northeastern part of India, Arunachal Pradesh.
So you're from
Mumbai is
the Kashmir.
yeah.
What do you think about the Kashmir?
No, I'm from this what we can say. For me, it's the situation is like a coin. Like coin have a two face. Same, the situation is kind of two face one. There are peoples who believe they are part of India. There are people who think they are not. So people are just doing what they want.
The Kashmir. So your opinion on the Kashmir is it's a autonomous.
Yeah, true.
What do you think about China trying to put their influence in the Kashmir?
It's lagging. My net is lagging. I cannot hear. Can you repeat the question totally?
What do you think about the Chinese trying to put their influence in the Kashmir?
He asked, what did you think about Chinese countries trying to influence India and the Kashmir?
Oh,
Cujo's back. Go ahead and answer that.
yes, they occupied some part of Arunachal Pradesh also.
My bad. I'm gonna go ahead and turn up
These,
my phone and
this
turn my TV
notice
down because
in
apparently I'm wrong.
the
I'm on
mountain
the wrong
features
thing.
and
Can you say that one more time?
so these parts of Aruna and actually coming Spain. Yo, hello.
I can hear you. It's echo.
So how's everything been going, Cujo?
Pretty good so far. I've been saving up my money and stay away from stupidity pretty much, which seems to congregate at Walmart right now.
It seems to congregate everywhere.
This checks, because of the India
Man, you've went from R2D2. I mean, from T-Pain to R2D2. Did I say that right? So damn late.
I would argue
yeah, this net sucks.
that
I have some multiple voice personality.
I would argue that Trump is doing a good job. I mean, literally, it's hard to control
Excuse me a
pandemic.
second, 420. Cujo, can you mute the YouTube video? Leave the StreamYard unmuted, but mute the YouTube video. That'll stop the echo.
All right, is that better?
Let's see.
Better.
Yeah.
All right, my bad.
Yeah, true.
You know, I think he is doing the best job that he can. I mean, he's in a tough position, and it's easy to criticize somebody who's dealing with something that we've never had to deal with before.
It's true.
Never had somebody before had to deal with our lifetime.
We all are talking and not understanding each other.
Somebody has one of the windows open, the
Yeah.
YouTube windows, and it's picking up on someone's mic and it's causing an echo. So everybody check to make sure that you don't have the actual YouTube window open, only the StreamYard open.
Put on headphones. Pro tip.
I think it's Kuzo.
I will probably have to get off here in about 15 minutes because I gotta be able to get up and do some work. That doesn't mean everybody has to be quiet right now.
Sorry, I'm just trying to make sure my settings are better. Like, I don't know if I'm messing everything up or not.
No, you sound perfect. I'm just getting hearing my voice and everyone else's and someone's.
I'm listening for the echo. Go.
Buy Remi Moore's albums. Buy more Remi Moore albums.
Forgive me, I'm an ass.
It's Chris is sleeping.
Check. Oh, we good. Yeah. So. All right.
It's not you, Elwolf. I'm really glad you guys came on tonight. It makes the stream a whole lot more fun.
Man, I'm glad you started streaming all together. I mean, this is pretty cool.
Dude, just love shooting this shit.
You know what? I kept coming on the YouTube.
This sounds like gold is talking.
There was always the fight. No one's streaming, and I'm like, whatever, man. I'm gonna start streaming. I'm tired of waiting for people to stream.
That's good because I mean, I've seen you started to do it, and I started to jump on your channel, and I saw Timey and some of the other ones I followed that a couple of other my subscribers had started following. I started to see some of them do it, and I was just kind of like hopping on there, just having fun with it, and it's kind of cool. Everyone kind of interact with each other and all that.
Yeah, I mean, we spend so much time, talking to each other and stuff in comments. It's nice to actually talk to each other face to face.
It's like a deep concert.
And you know what, bro? If I don't make you laugh, at least you learn fucking something.
Concert.
Exactly.
Fucking learn something. Straight up.
Young Mula, baby.
Are you working tomorrow, Joe?
I'm not actually. I'm actually got a.
You got the day off?
2 days off.
Awesome.
Yeah. So I'm gonna be using those 2 days to try and fix my computer finally.
Yeah, man, we need your outboard.
He
You
sounds
guys,
so
if you have
clear.
never seen Cujo's channel, he will crack you up.
Clear.
He is a comedy channel. Check him out. And guys, El Wolf makes amazing music. Check him out. He raps. He's got some tight beats. Check him out. 420. What did you do?
That's true.
I'm down for anything comedy.
What do you make your videos about?
I don't make videos.
Oh, okay.
I show up in channels and make people fucking laugh, dude.
Hey, we're glad to have you here, man. It's nice to have people to chat with.
I'm glad you have you.
And I don't think you're troll for being conservative or speaking your mind. I think that's normal.
You know how it is.
I'm all for freedom of speech.
I mean, honestly, if you're just speaking your mind, you're just being honest.
Exactly.
So what's wrong with that?
There ain't nothing wrong with that.
Mindful music. Not tonight. Hopefully soon. How are you doing, Moose?
All I hope to do is bring people over to the rational side of life, where you don't deal with the two sides of the coin. Sometimes that coin ends on its fucking edge. You ever have a quarter that ends up on its head and you can't call it?
We got that double echo.
Somebody needs headphones.
Cujo.
Yeah.
You got headphones?
I don't. Well, I do, but they're in the car and it's
Oh,
raining.
it's cool. Don't worry about it. Like I said, I ain't gonna be screaming too much on Arda. But next time,
Like
if you put
you
on headphones, you won't have the echo.
Oh, damn,
you
my mic causing
lazy
the echo.
fuck.
Yeah, because what's happening is when this comes through on your phone, it's going back through your microphone,
Yeah, we're getting feedback through the microphone.
and that's what's causing that
Okay.
double.
My bad, y'all. I'm still new to all this stuff.
Oh, it's cool, man. We're here to teach.
You're all good, bro.
I'm kind of an old school YouTuber. All this new technology is kind of new to me.
Have you ever gambled 420 in Vegas? Like, I don't know if I would even try to gamble.
Oh, I live in Nevada, bro. Of course I'd gamble.
I figured you had.
The casino slot machine, not my thing.
I would be a blackjack person. I like blackjack.
Blackjack on the table, you gotta watch. You have to look for single deck. And then you can count the cards. You want to look for low table without people.
Good tips.
But the best odds in the casino are to bet the parlay cards.
Man, I forgot to ask you this earlier, and I wanted to ask you this since you told me you were from Nevada. Have you been to Area 51?
I drove past it moving from Vegas to Reno.
Have you ever seen strange stuff in the sky there?
Oh, of course. What are you talking about?
I don't know, man. I've never been to Nevada. That's why I'm asking you. Is it worth the trip?
Mike, check this, bro. Check this. My mom and dad both drove buses for the Area 51, as they call it now. But they delivered workers to the test site. And there was a little shack out in the middle of the desert. And 60, 70 people would get off these buses at a time and all go into this little guard shack that was maybe 20 foot by 20 foot. And now what does that tell you? They don't tell me much, but because they have government shit that still, they can't talk. That's all they can tell me.
That sounds terrifying.
You can make up your own conclusions on that. But I would say that Area 51, there is definitely shit there that the people don't know about, and we definitely 100% have that technology.
Wow.
That's my opinion.
That is wild.
It's fucking wild, dude. Janet Airlines, when it's some crazy shit. That's it. But, what is your guys' opinion?
Government research.
Did you guys see Bob Lazar on Rogan?
No.
Oh, man, what Bob Lazar talks about with the anti-gravity propulsion system is Well,
Oh,
I
wait. Bob Lazar. Yeah. I'm familiar with some of his speeches.
that shit I fully believe to be 100% true. From what I've heard from people, and I'm not in a position. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not in a position to say what's fact or fiction. But from what I've heard, it oh yeah, it bends time space,
That is wild.
which is fuck, which
Have you
is
ever seen anything strange other than like the buses and stuff like lights?
oh, I've seen all kinds of shit, bro. I
That is,
grew up in Vegas, right outside Nellis Air Force Base.
that's
It,
crazy.
it, it sounds crazy.
No, I mean, I'm not saying it's crazy. I'm just like, saying this wild because I've always wanted to visit. I've always just wanted to watch the sky.
There's nothing you can fucking. They have extended the military security zone so far out. It's 30 miles past anything you could see.
Mindful music says, I thought I saw an alien once. Strange, odd, bizarre looking, weird sounding. Then I realized it was Iggy Azalea.
See, most people like to think about aliens like, little gray people or reptilians or any of that shit. But that's not how it works.
Yeah, I'm more interested in our technology, what they're developing, and how advanced we're becoming.
Oh shit, the technology we have is nothing compared to what they have.
I'm sure they've got so much stuff because you read in these articles, it's like, whatever we have now, expect them to be at least 50 to 100 years advanced in the government from what we actually have access to.
100 years, fuck. More like 10,000.
Oh, I believe it.
The, the spacecraft they use actually bend gravity in time space.
Well, see, the saying that a magician never reveals his secrets. They're not going to teach us anything that's going to outdo them.
It ain't fucking
Researchers and scientists will hold on to their technology until they have a technology that surpasses their technology.
it ain't fucking magic, dude.
That was a metaphor.
Well, I know, but dude, the way the propulsion system works is the craft doesn't move. The time space around it moves. It actually creates what's called a gravity well. It bends time space.
Moose Music is right. I even remember seeing a Ronald Reagan speech where he said many things about extraterrestrials and the fact that we may one day meet. We may not have to worry about peace between civilizations, but actually peace between worlds.
Did you hear the recent theory
No.
where the aliens will not give us their technology because we are not a unified planet?
I've heard something similar to that.
They need the one world order before we can be given that technology.
Right.
Humans are too easy to destroy themselves with nuclear weapons.
Elwolf Music says even though if they teach, they will keep some code inside them so that they can control it, and I absolutely agree. You know, like if when they're teaching technology, they're always going to keep the most advanced things to themselves because you're not going to give anybody any information that would outdo you. Or
Yeah, exactly. That's like if you want to look at, say, the war in Iraq, right? We left the Iraqis, after we invaded, conquered the country, etc. Right? We left them with primitive Abrams tanks. And when you have to crank the wheel to turn the 50 cal on the top, meanwhile ours are controlled by joysticks, right? You're not going to give a I hate to use that word primitive, but you're not going to give somebody that technology that can turn it against
exactly, you're exactly right. Mindful Moose said, "Yes, we should unite as a planet because outside threat exists." Mindful Moose, do you want to come up? You know, you can come up if you want to come up. Let me know and I'll
you. Dude, the one world order shit is it's detrimental to humankind. It really is. It doesn't allow humans to be themselves, right?
You think so?
It absolutely turns it into a socialist society, which is detrimental to the progress of humanity.
What about ideas like, let's say, are you familiar with Jacques Fresco and the Venus Project?
No, I'm not.
But anyway, he has the idea that we can be a united society without the existence of a government. And he has some really interesting ideas. And I think that we could be a one world society. But as far as a one world government, I totally agree with what you're saying. I don't think that could exist.
How do you have a one world society that progresses with technology without the ability to have some kind of government over intellectual property? Like say I invent something, right? I
Right.
invent a television or I invent a car, and I want to make money off of that.
In his type of government, you couldn't be able to do that. There is no money in this type of government. People exist. It's a resource. It's what he calls a resource-based economy.
It's actually inhibiting
Excuse me.
to innovation, right? It inhibits innovation.
No, well, his idea is to automate everything that can be automated to eliminate the need for work for people so that they can focus on what truly drives them as an individual. That way, art, science, and everything could progress without the need for money, compensation, or a job.
All of that sounds great on paper, but in reality, has that ever worked?
They have started a community in Florida, in Venus, Florida, where they have built this system to start it working and are slowly expanding it. But honestly, I mean, these types of civilizations have caught on before, but it would be very hard to convince an entire planet to adopt these principles. It's only for the like-minded individual.
And then what do you do about religion, right? Because there's a lot of religious divide between certain parts of the globe. So that gets into a whole different story right there, right? You have China.
Well, he actually covers that because many of the religions that exist today are, developed by the Council of Foreign Relations, who decides based on a country's geographical location, their society, and their needs, how to develop a common train of thought for those peoples.
See, so what that sounds like to me is socialism and re-indoctrinating, like the Uyghur Muslims of China. You know what I mean? I mean, we're going down the rabbit hole, but you see how it can be a slippery slope.
It does, because it does have the principle that people must have one similar train of thought.
And that's
And
the
that's
same.
not ever going to be the case. There's always going to be people who want to do things differently no matter what.
I'm gonna go down the rabbit hole a little bit. Don't get pissed off. I hope you don't. But if you look at World War II with the Nazis, with the occult, right? The Nazis believed in the occult and astrology and communism and socialism and all of that. And Hitler, he got a message from the stars that the Jews were bad. So exterminate all the Jews, create a white Aryan race, right? And you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see where you're coming from, because there is the concern that someone who gets into power like that, can have malice intentions. So I totally, it is, when it comes to government, it is very difficult. Hey, Art by Nicole, and hello, Hunter Durant. Glad to see you guys in the chat. How are you guys doing?
And
But yeah,
that,
I do see where you're coming from. I think it would be very hard for the world to finally agree on one type of government. And like Elwolf just put into the chat, power corrupts.
absolute power corrupts absolutely. That's the quote. 100%, and it does. If you give any person all the power, it just absolutely corrupts. And that's why a one world government is not going to work. Because the population of the world is so diverse. And the United States, whether people like it or not, I'm going to be a little controversial on this. The United States is the most diverse country on the fucking planet. You ever look at China? What do people look like? They look Chinese. How many white people do you see in China? Almost none.
I have not been to enough countries to know.
But you see what I'm saying? You see where I'm going with this, right? Like, you look at America, you walk down the street, you see a black dude, see a Chinese dude, you see a fucking Mexican dude, whatever. Hey, how you doing? They're your neighbors, bro. They
Yeah.
look, it's like, how dare people say that, and the Democrats tend to pull this fucking racist shit. And I fucking hate that. It drives me insane. It's like, I live next door to a nice Mexican couple, a nice Venezuelan couple of black dudes, and you know what I'm saying? We all get along.
I mean, because you would think that like most civilizations and most countries by now would be accustomed to people of every, and here in the United States, we have our rifts between races, but for the most part, I think everybody sees people as human, not as a race, as human.
Yeah. It's like, I don't give a fuck. Are you? You're a citizen of America.
Exactly.
We
I mean, well, even that, you're a person of this planet, and we are all human beings. I mean, what the hell? People should be treated like people, no matter what, no matter where you are, and no matter what your government says.
But I just hate when you have other countries looking in and going, "Oh, look at America, they're fucking racist."
Yeah, we get played that all the time. Like, we are the most racist country. We are the most
incorporated country on the
fucking, and we have a ton of diversity here, and we accept so many people. I just feel like we are portrayed very evil in other countries. I do feel that. I feel that we are portrayed as a bunch of racists who just hate each other. And everybody has those bad people. But as a country as a whole, I feel like we are much, much more united than many places.
And you know why you have them racial tendencies from people, and you get it on both sides. You know why we have that? Because we are so diverse.
Exactly.
You're always gonna have fringe on the far right and the far left. You're always gonna have that fringe, right?
Right.
Always gonna have that.
Our by Nicole said that she didn't think that we could have a one world government because 100% because there would just be a lot of chaos. And El Wolf said underneath we are all the same, and I agree with you 100%. El Wolf, I agree. Hell, let's say outside we're all the same. Human is human.
Dude, I don't give a fuck what the fuck you are. And what pisses me off is when people bring race into the conversation. And it's usually the mainstream media. The same people that try to say that race shouldn't be an issue keep bringing up race. What the
Exactly.
fuck?
Exactly. Our mainstream media will focus so much towards hate and racism. They're like, don't do this. But then they're like, oh, look what we're doing here.
It's like we live in 2020, bro. I don't care if you're gay. If you want to go suck a dick, go suck a dick. I don't fucking care. If you black, you black. If you Mexican, you Mexican. Latino, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, I don't fucking care. Like, most Republicans don't. And they keep trying to pin Republicans for that shit. And that's not even right.
It's just, I don't know. Our media is out of control. Our media is full of agenda.
I don't even watch the fucking mainstream
I
shit
don't
anymore.
either. I don't either. I don't even own a TV, and I know most people won't believe that, but seriously, I don't. I'm a musician. I make music. I make videos. I don't need TV.
No, I got a TV. I got one of them LG smart TVs. I just Bluetooth my phone to the TV. Pro tip, guys. If you already have a fucking cell phone signal and you're on your smartphone and you can Bluetooth it, you got a smart TV, fuck paying for cable. Fuck paying for internet. You're already paying for internet, you guys. Come on, just fucking Bluetooth that shit right to your smart TV.
Thanks, Elwolf. Americans are full of heart, Elwolf says, and I agree. And I have never met a person from India who had an ounce of hate. Those are some of the most kind, accepting people in the world.
Dude, most Indians love America. Most do. You have the occasional Indian scammer that the rest of the Indians get pissed off at.
Well, scammers are scammers, despite their race. We got plenty of white scammers over here in America. We got plenty of every kind of scammer everywhere. That's just bad from good people.
No, they get away with it in Delhi. They set up fucking call centers and they just scam Americans. I have your social security number. You have a warrant for your arrest. I've gotten them calls.
Well, again, that's just scammers. I mean, I don't think that has anything to do with the country. I think that's just people who scam.
No, I'm not. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's Indian. It tends to be from India because the regulations on scammers haven't been enforced.
Well, that's kind of like Greece. You have a lot of hackers in Greece because Greece is very lax on computer laws.
It's the same thing. Remember back with the Nigerian princes, right? And I'll put $1 million in your bank account kind of shit. Same thing.
I would be willing to bet a lot of those people who claim to be from Nigeria aren't even from Nigeria.
Of course they aren't. They're sitting there in fucking Somalia on a hacked VPN.
Exactly.
they
Actors on the
pirated it.
weekend making up
They
some.
pirated it from Captain Phillips somewhere after the fucking Navy shot him. But yeah, you know what I'm
Nicole
saying?
said we are all cut from the same cloth. We all breathe the same and we bleed the same. And she is absolutely right.
Yeah. There's fucking assholes out there all over the planet. You just gotta weed out the assholes and not make race an issue. You can't subsidize a race. Like
Why do you think the media always wants to make race an issue? Why do you think, especially American media, what do you think they have to gain from it? Because I truly believe that they do try to
that is a great fucking question. I am so glad you asked. The reason why the mainstream media wants to demonize Trump and the Republicans is because they have influence and they donate to the DNC. They donate to the Democrats every election cycle.
But Mindful Moose, you say ratings, but don't you think there's like a bigger reason than ratings? Because realistically, why would you try to pit an entire group of people against another group of people simply for
it's good for ratings. It's great for ratings. It brings money into the network. It's absolutely 100% good for ratings. It's good for business. Unless you're CNN.
So you do think it's like 100% divide and conquer it then?
Oh, 100%. 100%. No question about it.
All for the almighty dollar.
It's all for money. But there's nothing wrong with that. It's the people that eat it hook, line, and sinker that can't do their own research that are in trouble, the sheeple.
I think you got that right. I mean, I think people really do have to look past what they're told and what evidence they're given and do their own damn research.
If you don't look for yourself and rely on just the evening news, you're in trouble.
You're in big trouble. Yeah, you're in big trouble. You're going to become a stereotype and you're going to become a statistic.
It's like both sides view that shit. The Dems tend to skew it more, but, like if you look at the Biden thing, right? He sniffed children, that thing about the kids playing with his leg hair and, that thing comes out with the sexual assault with Tara Reid and not a peep from the mainstream media. Nothing. Fucking nothing. But if somebody comes out and Trump sneezed, he didn't wear a mask in the Ford, plane. You know what I'm saying?
My favorite of lately. Trump is obese. What the fuck makes this news?
It makes no fucking sense. It makes no sense. If Trump sneezes in a car factory, it makes front page news. If some kid, Biden encourages some kid to play with his leg hairs, it doesn't even make the news.
Exactly. Or if science makes a major breakthrough, we never hear about it. But if Trump decides to take a pill every day to protect himself, it's all the thing. And
yeah, you're talking about the hydroxychloroquine, which actually
ruined his damn liver.
Joe Rogan was talking about this on a recent stream. Oh man, that guy that was on, David, whatever, Pack something. That guy, yeah, an asshole. But Rogan set him straight and said, "Yeah, I'm taking it too in low doses. See, if you take it in high doses, it causes problems. It's basically an anti-malaria drug that you take in low doses as a preventative. Same shit they give to soldiers if they go overseas,
Yeah.
Do you really think the president would be allowed to take that if the White House doctor didn't permit it?
Exactly. No, he wouldn't.
I mean, he's the leader of the free world.
You know, and like I know this, I don't know what people think about this, but the fact that he name drops this medicine so much often makes me wonder if he invested in this medicine so the stock would go up. I'm just saying.
You can think that, but it doesn't necessarily make it true. You know
No,
what I mean?
I don't think it makes it true, but I'm just saying, I mean, like, if I were a person of influence and there was something I believed in, I think I would invest in it before telling everyone. That way that, you know, it would be more lucrative for me. Just as a businessman and investor. That's all I'm saying.
I truly believe Trump actually cares about the American people.
Oh, I believe that too. And I believe he feels that this medicine is what it is. But I also see him as a businessman. And I think that if I believed in a medicine before I name dropped it to an entire country, I would definitely invest some stock in it.
Is there any evidence to say he invested stock in it?
No, but I'm saying it might be wise if you're a stock investor to invest in some stock.
Okay, because I was gonna say that shit's fucking illegal to do. Yeah.
Yeah, that's insider trading, but I'm saying when a topic is hot, and if you're an investor,
I
follow the
mean,
trend.
yeah. Like, wouldn't you? I would. Like, for sure. I mean, if you knew it was a for sure thing and you could make money on it, why not? Wouldn't you? You would.
Yeah, definitely.
It's like, what idiot's gonna say no to a sure thing? Like, you're gonna turn now what you turn around and do the money with, completely different thought, right? You could turn around and donate that money to charity.
Art by Nicole, you make an excellent point. You know, kindness, good acts, good things, they're never covered. And it's because it doesn't sell. I mean, everybody said it earlier. It's ratings. 100%. Controversy gets ratings. Boring stuff doesn't.
No, I'm not trying to be controversial. I'm just
No.
trying to
I'm not saying you. I was responding to Art by Nicole in the chat.
No, I can't even see that. Hold on. I just try to
420, it has been excellent talking to you tonight, man. I've actually stayed on almost 30 minutes longer than I planned on.
bro, I just like to keep it real.
Yeah.
I don't bullshit with nobody. I'll tell you what my opinion is. That's that.
And Mindful Moose said it down there. History here. Invest in Bell Helicopter, then fully commit to Vietnam.
A lot of people are pissed at me supporting Trump. That's okay, guys. I mean, you can be.
You're free to support whoever you want. You have your own basis and your own, experiences that you have to draw from. You pick the candidate that's best for you. That's why I like freedom of speech. I think everybody should be able to say what they feel and why they feel it. Let people know why you think what you think. Let people understand your point of view.
I see
And
a
it
lot
can
of
be very insightful.
I see a lot of comments about how Trump didn't serve. But how many of the people in chat that are commenting how Trump didn't serve and got out of Vietnam with the bunkers? How many of you served? I didn't serve. I'll fully admit that. But I talked to a lot of people that served that support Trump. I mean, like, I don't mean to drive out the chat, but I'm calling you guys out on that. I see a lot of you in there are anti-Trump and how he didn't serve.
I don't think anybody in the chat has mentioned anything about that. Art by Nicole said that her father, he served in Vietnam. We appreciate your father's sacrifice, Nicole. We really do.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Actually, yeah, that's what my dad.
My brother. I would like to say this. My brother, he's no longer with us, but he was military, and I am not a military kind of person. It's just I guess I got the peace in my mind or whatever. But my brother did decide that he wanted to fight for our country and do anything that he could.
Died.
And he did develop a cancer that was work related cancer from being around too much jet fuel exhaust, and he's no longer with us. But he damn, this is getting too real, man. I didn't
Get
want
it
to
out, bro.
up on here, man. But he went to Desert Storm. He went to Saudi Arabia.
Oh shit, he was in the war.
He was stationed on Bahrain Island. He was a airplane supervisor. He supervised mechanics who worked on the aircraft. He was around too much he was around too much jet fuel and developed.
Get it out, bro. Get it out.
He developed
fucking therapy.
He developed multiple myeloma, and the cancer could not be controlled, and he lost his life at 44 years of age.
You know what, bro? He died doing what he loved. He served this country for our freedom to sit on this panel and be fucking assholes. He gave his life. He didn't give it in combat, but he gave it so those people that do go into combat could protect our freedom. That's what I tell you.
He did.
That's what I tell you, bro. Not all heroes have to raid the building. You see what I'm saying?
I do.
You protected our fucking freedom to be assholes.
He did.
So, and you think he would like you crying over that? He would say, "Suck it up, buttercup." That's what they fucking say.
He would.
Move on. Don't forget me.
He was
Don't
awesome.
forget me.
He was.
Don't forget me, but fucking move on. Make something good in my memory.
420. Man, I'm so fucking glad you came here tonight.
Bro, that's what I do. I ain't after money. I ain't after no bullshit. I ain't after subs. I just like to hang out with people. That's all I'm about. I just like to talk to people. That's it. Make people laugh, lift people up, whatever. But I will call you out on bullshit if I see some bullshit. Straight up.
Well, I'll tell you what, buddy. You really made my night, and you helped me see some things in a new light. I appreciate that.
Well, dude, no thanks necessary. You know, fucking life only moves forward. It doesn't move backwards. There's a reason why when you get in your car and you start it and you put it in drive, that fucking rear view mirror is small. Why is the windshield big? Because you want to look forward, not fucking backwards. That rear view mirror is small for a reason.
I like that. That is a good thing to think.
Straight up, bro. I've been through some hardship. Like, shit sucks. Life sucks sometimes. But you know what? It only moves one direction in time. Unless you got a time machine, I don't fucking know about.
Mindful Moose said in the chat, I knew a World War II vet that never saw combat. He was in food supply that kept the soldiers fed. And by the way, he took a mortar round to his food wagon and nearly died.
See, right there. Perfect example.
That is a perfect example.
Without the food chain, how would you feed the soldiers on the front line that were actually advancing on the Nazis? You wouldn't be able to. It takes that kind of commitment. And back in World War II, there was actually a commitment to the cause because the Nazis were going to overrun democracy as we know it. I'm sorry, I'm kind of a history buff when it comes to that shit. And that's why it drives me.
No, it's fine, man. You know, most people don't even know history, and that's a sad thing because how can you keep from repeating the same bullshit?
Yeah, that's so true. What was that old saying? If you don't know history, you're bound to repeat it.
Exactly. My history teacher used to say that, and I used to think she was nuts, but she's so right. She is so right.
It's 100% true. If you ignore the past, you're bound to repeat the same mistake. And like I said, that's why that little rear view mirror is there. It's just there long enough so you can look at the past, what's behind you. But that windshield is there so you can look at the future.
Exactly. Always look forward, and every now and then be sure to look back.
Yep. Never forget where you were, but always know where you're going.
420, this has been an awesome chat tonight, man. I really have enjoyed everyone who's been here and everyone who's spoken. This has been truly insightful, fun, and just a great chat.
Well, I'm glad I could lift you up, bro.
I am going to have to run off here. I'm going to have to get a few hours of sleep because I've been working like crazy lately because of this little COVID situation, but
yeah, the Wu flu got you down, huh?
yeah, it's got me busy, that's for sure. It took away what I normally do, and I had to come up with some new ways to make a little bit of cash that'll take a hell of a lot more work.
See, and that's what I like. You're thinking outside the fucking box right there, and I wish more people would do that. Right there, the statement you just said. You're out of work, but you're doing other side stuff. That is exactly the American dream.
Yeah, I don't have time to wait on no stimulus, man. I gotta make things happen. Either I do it or nobody else will do it.
That's exactly right. All right, brother. I'll let you go.
All right, man. You have a good night, and you know that you are welcome on my panel anytime, man. This has been amazing, and thank you. I really needed to hear what you told me. I really did.
Oh, dude, anytime. You'll see me around. I hop streams. I'm a stream horse.
All right, man. Everybody that showed up for chat tonight, man, I totally appreciate it. I was really glad to see you here, Mindful Moose, Art by Nicole. So happy to have everyone who was on the panel and everyone who came in at the beginning. There's been quite a few, and I don't remember everyone at this point, and I'm just so sleepy right now. I need to get some rest. But thank you again, 420. Come back anytime.
Thank you, bro. Thank you for having me, and chat. Love you guys. Chat has been awesome too.
Yes, it has.
All right.
All right, YouTube. You have a good night, and have a good night, 420, and have a good night, chat. You guys have been awesome.